Hi friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to start kind of an end of the summer weekend reading vlog. It's almost fall and I have so many like summery books that I want to read before the end of summer, and I don't know guys, I don't even know where to start. I think I just got too many summery books and I didn't have enough time to read them, but I want to do a weekend reading vlog because that always motivates me, as you guys know. So I have 3 books here that I would love to read this weekend, but I know it's not going to happen. I'm not going to read all 3 of these, let's be honest. So I'll show you the books that I have. I have 𝒑𝒏𝒂𝒔 by Jennifer Weiner. I recently did an author taste test where I read 2 of her books. Really enjoyed them. Check out that video. I'll try to like link it in the cards and link it down below for you guys. But yeah, so I picked this one up at Target, obviously because of this stupid thing here, but yeah, I don't know too much about it. It just says deliciously twisty novel of intrigue, secrets, and the transformative power of female friendship. So yeah, and that summer, I mean, I want to read it in the summer. And then I have 2 more. The Night the Lights Went Out by Karen White. I got this recommendation from Haley Hughes and she said it's a really good summery like thriller, and Jacqueline actually bought this for me when I went on my beach vacation with like my book club and stuff like that. I did a little travel vlog. It's a very short travel vlog, but I will link it in the cards and down below for you guys. But yeah, I really want to read this one before the end of summer. This might be like the very end of summer, but I really do want to read this. And then I got sent this. It's Where the Truth Lies by Anna Bailey, and it actually released on August 3rd. I got it after release day, unfortunately, but I do want to read this one. I don't know too much. I haven't heard people talking about it, but it sounds really good to me, so maybe I will get to that as well. But we are going to start with That Summer because my hold from my library came in on the, I think it was Libby, the Libby app.
Simon & Schuster Audio presents That Summer, a novel by Jennifer Weiner.
I've made it to chapter 2 in my book. I'm currently on page 43, so literally not very far. I read the prologue. It's about a 15-year-old named, I forgot her name, 15-year-old Diana, who takes a summer job as like a mother's helper, as like the family is going to this like beach vacation, and she's helping watch the twins, and it's just like about her summer there. And then chapter 1, well, it's part 1 actually, and it's the 2 Dianas. And so the first one is Daisy, but I guess her real name is Diana, and it's just really kind of like setting up her life and who she is and what's going on in her life. And it is 2019, and her email is very similar to another Diana, and she keeps getting the other Diana's emails, and one is like this invitation to this like party or something fun, and she has to like send out an email saying wrong email, but she ends up contacting the other Diana, and then they start exchanging emails, and the one Diana that we weren't following in the first chapter says, hey, like if you're ever in the mood to grab a drink, like come to if you're ever in New York, like let's grab a drink. But in Daisy's chapter, her daughter is being kicked out of this boarding school. I guess she has a daughter, Beatrice, that's 14 years old and is at this boarding school. And I think it's gonna have like, because the boarding school is mentioned in the prologue, it was also mentioned obviously in the first chapter. And her daughter was kicked out of the boarding school because she wrote like rapist or something like that on a guy's door. Roasted squash and brown rice, and instead of my coffee I'm actually drinking water, and I'm still replying to comments on my first day in the life video. I mean, I think that's the most comments I've had on a video in like a while. You guys are making me so happy, but also so sad because of the friend thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out that video and start reading the comments and make friends with each other, because it's just weighing so heavy on my heart. But I'm making progress. I just have to trust in the process, because I'm trying to read a bunch this weekend. But like I said, we'll see, because once we start playing that game at night, there's no stopping us. We'll go for 3-4 hours just solid, like no potty breaks. Just going. So okay, so I finished my dinner a while ago, but I made it to chapter 4, so I'm currently on page 71 now. I think I didn't really know much about this going in. I just picked it up when I was reading the other 2 books that I read by this author. She has a very nice backlist, as you can see. I read, what are the ones that I read? I read Miss Everything and Big Summer, but she has like young adult books, nonfiction, and a bunch of other fiction. So I was in the middle of reading those books in the middle of doing that video for you guys, and I went to Target and I saw this book, so I just bought it on a whim. So I really didn't know what it was about, but I think it's going to be like about the Me Too movement. Like I said, her daughter, you know, saw something go down at boarding school. Haven't really touched on that anymore. I am a little confused just because there's 2 Dianas and you're really getting like backstory about their lives and their families and, you know, all of this stuff. I almost think I want to reread this chapter. This is what Charlie does. She'll knock pillows off the couch because she wants to be behind them. Don't you, Charlie? This is her weekend vibes. All right, I just wanted to do a quick check-in. I made it to page 91, and in my day in the life vlog, I talked a lot about friendship and how it's so hard making like friends as an adult, or like I don't have a lot of friends as an adult. Anyway, my point is on page 91, Daisy and Diana just met, and it looks like they're about to like close out their evening or whatever like that. And there's just this last little paragraph I want to share with you. It says, "Thank you," she said, and thought of something Hannah had told her once long ago about how for old married ladies like them, making a new friend was the closest they could get to falling in love. And I was just like, I love that so much. And
all right, we got the whole thing. Okay, they're all part of the same group, honey.
All right. Holy crap, she's almost dead already.
She dead.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going. It's gonna be fine. Just, see, that's what I'm saying, like right now.
Stunned.
Yeah, I know.
I even used my anti-stun, and I can't seem to.
I just can't seem to. It says like no eligible target, no eligible target. I'm like, why? Oh my gosh, that was intense. Oh, look at my mana. Saturday, you guys. I'm gonna fill you in on a reading update, but I did replant these succulents. I actually won these in an event in my book club. It was a little succulent subscription box. I did share like more details on my Instagram stories. Like I said, I don't cross over a lot of content from like Instagram, BookTube, TikTok, my podcast Instagram. So if you want more content from me, yeah, we're about to fix all this. You kind of need to follow me. Whoa, you kind of need to follow me everywhere. I know it's a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. So many of you have been leaving me the nicest comments on my day in the life videos, which is so nice. First, I did play EverQuest 2 until midnight. So after that, I didn't get too much reading done, obviously, but I did make it to chapter 9, page 136. And we got Diana's point of view, like for the first time. So far I have had a young Diana, and I'm not really sure who that Diana is. So we had the prologue of the young 15-year-old Diana, and now we have two Dianas that we're following, but one, I guess her husband gave her the nickname Daisy or renamed her Daisy. I don't know. It's a whole thing. But there's a Daisy and then there's a Diana, and I'm not sure which one. I'm thinking it's the one that goes by Diana. But there's definitely some mysterious things about to happen as well. And now I also got a piece of the Diana puzzle, but I still don't know which like adult Diana it is. I think that's okay. It's 10:30 at night. I've been playing EverQuest 2 with my husband. I also have a reading update for you. I have made it to page 225, so I would say about halfway, but I haven't really logged my pages or anything like that. So I have made the connection which Diana is which. I have heard what happened and what's going on now, but there's still this other mysterious undertone between the two Dianas that I don't quite understand what's happening yet. So that is the other mystery that I am trying to solve. Yeah, it's good. It's not like super gripping, like, I don't know, you know, I usually read like more fast-paced books, and I usually enjoy fast-paced books, but the thing about Jennifer Weiner is she writes such good, interesting, in-depth plots, but she also has these characters that are just like really, really amazing too. I decided to come on here because my friend Danielle, who is a subscriber, but she is also in my book club, sent me a present, you guys. And she reached out to me, I think it was yesterday, and said, hey, I watched your video. I saw that you had a really crappy day and I just wanted to send you something. And I was just blown away by her kindness. So Danielle, most likely you're watching this. If you're watching this, thank you so much. And I just appreciate you. I appreciate you thinking about me. And yay, that's so exciting. Swing it, Sunny. I am so excited. So it did come with a note. Hopefully it says something. Yes, I read Sunny Side Up earlier this year and really, really liked it. And she got me the sequel, and there's also a third book, I believe. But I'm so excited to read this. Thank you so much. And yes, you didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate your friendship. Thank you so much. And yeah, now I'm going to send you a message and say thanks. Happy Sunday. I'm here with a reading update. I'm gonna grab my coffee. We're gonna sit down and chat. All right, friends, here is my reading update. Last night I did read when I went to bed. I made it to page 269. I am on chapter 21 now. Things have definitely been revealed. I know which Diana is which. I know where they are now. I know how the two Dianas are interconnected, but I'm just really, really curious, like, what the end game is. You know what I'm saying? Like, for that situation. So yeah, so I'm hoping to finish this today. I have about, I don't know, I'm like 60-ish% in. So still have a chunk to go. to read it. I just finished reading Swing It Sunny. They don't take very long to read. It's actually a middle grade graphic novel series, or like comic, but I think of it more as a graphic novel. I just absolutely love this series. Highly recommend. I love that they're tackling tough topics for a middle grade audience, but in such a like fun way, colorful, meaningful. It's set in the 1970s. It follows this girl, Sunny, and kind of what's going on in her life. It's just basically a slice of her life. In the first one, she is going to stay at her grandfather's like over 55 community, like with her grandfather for the summer, because they're having issues with her older brother. And they're trying to figure out things there, so they send her to stay with her grandfather for the summer, and it's just her adventures during the summer. And now she has returned home in Philadelphia in the 70s, and her brother is in boarding school. More like military school, but I think in here they call it boarding school. Yeah, who's sent away to boarding school, but it's like a military school. And they don't make everything like perfect, you know what I'm saying? They don't wrap up things in a pretty little bow. So they sent the brother away, and of course she's really missing him, and he comes back for the holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year, or like the New Year, and he's not fixed, he's not perfect, he has to go back, he still has work to do, you know. So I really like that they didn't just like bring him back and he's like fixed and, you know, all of this. But also it just has like so much nostalgia for like my childhood. I mean, even though I didn't grow up in the 70s, just like meeting new friends, having that one friend you can really, you know, like Thanksgiving Day when your mom's in the kitchen and that's what it looks like. And then also they have like disabled representation, because this guy right here lost his arm, and then I showed you a little bit later, it explained that. And mobile in here. Let me see if I can find it again. It was so crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. I know, it's probably back this way. Yeah, so look. Is that not the mystery mobile from Scooby-Doo? Yeah, so I really, really love this series. I added the other two books because book 3 is out. It's called Roll the Dice Sunny. So I want to get that. And then the new one, book 4 in this series, is coming out in September this month. So probably when I'm posting this video, it will be September. I don't know. Anyway, so I added both of those to my wish list, and I really hope that I get them. Yeah, Sunny Makes a Splash. It comes out on September 21st. So that is the 4th book. And then the 3rd book. Yeah, so I really like this. Like I said, it is a middle grade series, but it's just so like nostalgic and so like, I don't know, I just love the family. I love Sunny. I love that she's discovering things and learning things about life. And so thank you so much, Danielle. I'm rating this 5 out of 5 stars because while I can get through it very quickly and it's not like super depth, super like emotional or anything like that, it's tackling really tough topics for a middle grade audience, and it is, I love the art style, absolutely love the art style. And I like that the authors are taking parts of their own life and putting it into book form. So in this one, a new neighbor, and she's like in the color guard or whatever, and look, that's a picture, and it even says, a note from Jennifer L. Holm and Matthew Holm. We were inspired to have Sunny learn how to use a swing flag because Jenny used to do it herself. So I absolutely love that. A little break. I did play a little bit of EverQuest, but I just heated up some leftovers for lunch, and now I'm going to dive into my book. Okay, great news, guys. I finished That Summer by Jennifer Weiner. This is my 3rd Jennifer Weiner book. I definitely want to pick up some of these backlist titles. I'm gonna show them to you, and if you have any recommendations, let me know. Not really interested in the young reader stuff or the nonfiction, but pretty much like everything else on this list. I have read Miss Everything and Big Summer. Those were both really good. But anything else that you would recommend, let me know. So I might be diving into her backlist at some point. She kind of writes like women's fiction, chick lit, contemporary stories with really deep topics. So like I was just telling you, I don't want to give like too much away, because a large part of the story is like figuring out how everything like ties in together. This one just says, Daisy Shoemaker can't sleep with a thriving cooking business, full schedule of volunteer work, and a beautiful home in the Philadelphia suburbs. She should be content, but her teenage daughter is rebelling. Her husband can be distant, her work can feel trivial, and she's lost the only real friend she's ever had. Still, Daisy knows she's got it good, so why is she up all night? And then she starts receiving misdirected emails meant for a woman named Diana, and then that lady seems to have like a more glamorous lifestyle. So it's like this like chance meeting between these two Dianas, and what, you know, happens after that. There are multiple perspectives in this book. There is Daisy and Diana, which they're both Dianas, and then Beatrice, and then there's a couple, like there's like one chapter, there's like 2 chapters from other people, which that was really pointless to me. But I think it would have been better to just leave out Beatrice's, how do you say that name, plural? But her point of view didn't really need to be in here, because I think it could have been stronger just from the 2 women's point of view. There was a lot put in here. It did have very good like conversations about like Me Too and rape culture, and how just because a woman doesn't say the words no, stop, doesn't mean that she doesn't want to be in that situation. I've talked about it before in other books that I have read that deal with like similar topics. I think that's like a misconception from like long ago. And this book takes place, even though it's like modern day, it flashes back to like the 80s and the 90s and stuff like that, and how those topics were handled during that time. And of course it's a problem. It still is a problem, because I think we are becoming more aware. I think women are becoming more aware. I think more victims are speaking out, and I think people are listening. But I know we have a long way to go on that topic until there are absolutely no more rapes anywhere on the face of the earth. Then like we have work to do. So it is like set in a kind of like coastal town for the most part. Like during the summer type thing is where the main parts of the story take place. And there's definitely great like summer imagery and food. One of the characters in here is like a really big foodie. Like she knows how to cook and make all these great things, and you just hear about all this food. And there was this one thing, it was like breaded olives, like cheesy breaded olives or something like that. And I was just like, what? Like, I love bread, I love olives. I'm like, yes please. But so if you love food, you might also like this. But it's not a light read by any like stretch of the imagination. It deals with very hard topics, both past and present, and how like we as women need to like be there for each other, and we continue to be there for each other. And it's about like secrets and, you know, all of this stuff. So it definitely has a lot going on. I was really leaning towards like 3 stars, just because like, even though I absolutely loved the characters, I not loved like the plot, like the subject matter, but I really like how the plot you know, worked itself out. What I didn't like was how, like I said, it had those different points of view and how it would skip around, and it felt like I should have known who was who earlier than I did, but it definitely took me a long while to figure it out. And then I figured it out, like, or you know, it revealed itself to me like halfway through, and I didn't know what to do with that information. And I don't think that I don't think the ending was as like revengeful as I wanted it to be. If you've read this one, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like I said, let me know about the backlist books that I should check out. But yeah, that's it for this weekend reading vlog. It is Sunday evening, 4:19, almost 4:20, and yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. So thank you for joining me. I read That Summer. I read Swing It Sunny, which was just a present from my friend to cheer me up, and it really did. Hoping to get the 3rd and 4th books in that comic book series so I can plow through those. Yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry it wasn't that exciting. It was just like a weekend at home reading and playing games, but I'll see you guys again in another video very soon. Bye guys.